It's easy to get lost in the numbers, but if a global recession strikes, it'll affect real bread and butter issues for most of the planet. The divide between the haves and the have-nots will widen, prices will balloon, and the job losses are likely to be staggering. Optimists, beware. A look at history will show that the world's top economies don't have the best track record of preventing such a calamity, but try they seem to be doing. The U.S. Federal Reserve is taking aim to cool off inflation, which was at a 40-year high in America. But there's no one way to do that.
It would be nice if there were, a way to just wish it away, but there isn't. We have to get supply and demand back into alignment, and the way we do that is by slowing the economy.
In September, the Fed raised its interest rate by 0.75 of a percentage point. It's the third such increase in a row, and it's a tactic that follows an economic philosophy which argues it's better to weather some pain now than watch it get out of hand later. U.S. President Joe Biden also signed into law the Inflation Reduction Act. It lowers some prescription drug prices, raises tax rates on corporations, and increases healthcare subsidies.
And all this progress is part of our vision and plan and determined effort to get the job done for the American people, so they can look their child in the eye and say, honey, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Although critics inside Biden's own party say the legislation doesn't go far enough. Meanwhile, Germany and France have their own plan. Paris announced a $44 billion package to protect businesses and households from soaring energy prices. And in Berlin, the Bundestag earmarked more than $195 billion. They also cut sales taxes on petrol for small and medium-sized companies.
It's meant as a contribution for energy prices to come down quickly so that everyone notices it, and that no one needs to worry when they think about autumn, winter, about Christmas, about next year, and about the bills.
But China is following a different path. In August, Beijing unexpectedly cut interest rates. The aim is to stimulate growth after the government's strict zero-COVID policy, which slowed down the economy. Similarly, Japan has maintained its long-standing policy of keeping interest rates below zero. Many think this is why the yen has plunged to a new 24-year low against the dollar. While that keeps Japanese exports cheap for foreign buyers, it's also hurting the pocketbooks of Japanese citizens when they pay for their food and energy bills. Nevertheless, the Bank of Japan's governor defended the monetary policy.
It is necessary to support the economy and ensure we achieve our inflation target in a stable, sustained manner accompanied by wage growth. Therefore, it is appropriate to maintain our easy monetary policy.
And in terms of inflation, analysts say that policy seems to be relatively successful. While some countries have seen inflation rates in the double or triple digits, Japan has held its inflation to around 2.5%. But will it protect the country from a global recession? And for that matter, will Germany, France, or the US be successful? Well, the answer to those questions might be just a few months away.